Greetings everyone, this is Potato Hedgehog, and this is going to be a long episode of Senran Kagura Burst, so let's just get right into it.
You.
Yep, me! Back to talk, fist to fist!
You're still spouting things that make no sense to me.
I'm giving you a warning, Hikage. You're gonna lose to me, and it's gonna eat you up inside.
Sounds like fun.
Hikage, I told you to never make that face again, it's fucking creepy.
Let's go then!
That being said, the next few stages are essentially boss rushes. You fight against, in order, Hikage, Haruka, Yomi, Mirai, and finally Homura. And, might I add, this is when the part of the game starts to kick you in the feels, and it will not hold back. So, just a warning. You do see the length of this video, right? This is about an hour long, and holy fucking shit, this is when the game starts to kick you in the feels. So, to those of you that still think that Senran Kagura is just a fan servicey game with tits and ass and everything like that, pay attention, because this game reminded me why I love this series so much and why I'm disappointed with games like Pete Splash. That being said, this is just a boss fight with Hikage, and surprisingly, it's the easiest of the bunch. Considering all Hikage does is guard against your attacks, although when Katsuragi does Spiral Arrow over here, she can easily break through Hikage's guard like every single fucking time. And if you do manage to get Hikage into a combo, for some reason she won't fight back. Then again, that goes for every boss in the game. If you manage to combo lock them, they won't fight back. Unless they're standing on their own, or unless they're Mirai. That being said, Kat, Hikage,
What's up?
Yo,
what did you think about this fight?
honestly, I think it introduced me to emotions a little bit.
Hey! Now that's my favorite Snake Eyes!
I politely request that you never slap my ass again.
No promises, Hikage. What can I say? You got a nice snake bun back there.
I thought you were into boobs.
Good point. But hey, I'm glad we had this fight in the game, you know? Got to know each other a little bit, kicked both of our asses. Although, I am kind of glad you showed a bit of emotion at the end of it, you know?
Yeah, I guess it improved my character somewhat. Oh, and Potato?
Yeah, Hikage?
Wasn't this entire boss fight retconned in Burst Renewal when we got absorbed by... Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but the outcome of this fight was kind of different in Burst Renewal.
Oh yeah, right. And if I ever do get to Burst Renewal, I'll probably point out the differences between this game and that game. But there are some things that Burst Renewal does better than this game, and one of those things is one of the boss fights coming up, considering said boss fight was kind of difficult.
Hey, I actually fought back.
Yeah, you did, Hikage, but it was just for like a little... It was just like for a little tiny while. But then then Katsuragi started to, you know, kick things up a bit.
Cause that's what I do best.
You mean besides being a boob-obsessed moron sometimes?
Meh, what can I say? I just like tits.
Speaking like our producer here.
Anyway, let's see what happens in the outcome of this fight.
I lost? Well, aren't you frustrated? To the very core of your being?
No, not frustrated.
What?
I feel refreshed. It's not what I'd call enjoyable, but it is an interesting feeling.
Isn't it though?
Katsuragi, would you shake my hand?
Shake your hand?
For a good fight, like you said before.
Yeah. All right then.
Your hand is warm.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hikage, I have to go on ahead. You should rest here until all the fighting stopped. You're wounded.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll talk again soon. What you don't realize, the Hebijo are expected to lay down their lives if we're defeated. We carry poison with us for that very reason. Too late to worry about that now. It's a shame. I'd have liked to talk with you some more. Katsuragi, I guess this feeling is called sadness. It's heavily implied that the Hebijo students die in this scenario, so that's fun, except that it isn't.
So, here you are, back to reclaim the scroll.
Haruka, listen to me.
What?
I don't want to fight you if I don't have to.
Oh my! Whatever could you be getting at now?
We were both in the same school. I got along well with you.
Got along?
Yes, not as a doll, but as an actual friend.
Is that all you wanted to tell me?
Yes, I said what was on my mind, so now I can fight without distractions.
Hibari, please do not hurt my wife.
No promises.
Indeed. Shall we begin then?
Yes, I'll use all the power I have to take you down. Haruka, I'm sorry if I hurt you too much during this fight.
Well, it was a necessary bout, Hibari dear. Don't worry. I don't think I was holding back during this boss fight either.
I never understood why you kick if you lose your coat in this game.
Because my coat has all those potions in it. And people have always said that I have legs of steel.
I'm still suing you over that, Haruka.
Oh, Katsuragi, as if lawyers exist in our universe. My brother is a lawyer, Haruka.
Murasame is a lawyer.
Well, yes. Yomi, explain.
Oh, yes, well, Murasame and I have gone on a few dates since then, and, he is a lawyer. A very rich lawyer, and part of that angers me, but, Hibari, you've grown so strong. I'm sorry! Haruka, I'm so sorry! It must hurt! I'll go get some help!
Silly girl, weeping over a defeated enemy. Hardly befitting a shinobi.
But I...
Go on. I've given up on making you a doll. You cry, you laugh. You're so human. You're not fit to be a doll.
Haruka, I need to return this to you.
Your student notebook? How can you be so foolishly honest? Silly girl.
We didn't have much time together, but I enjoyed it. I really did.
I know. I know. Now don't fret over me. You go on.
Okay, you're hurt, so you should just rest. I'll come back when everything's over.
I won't be here when you get back. The only path open to those of us who are defeated by outsiders is death. That is the law of the Hebijo. But, Hibari, I feel the same way. I enjoyed my time with you. I really did. Farewell, Hibari.
Well, well, princess. We meet again.
Stand aside.
So demanding. Not that I'd expect less from a rich man's daughter.
Why must you always try to irritate me?
You could never understand my hatred.
What do you mean?
I'm an orphan. Both of my parents died. Do you understand now?
No.
had no money. I wonder if you even know what a slum is.
I do.
That's where I lived, where I grew up. I haven't forgotten, not knowing where my next meal was coming from, wandering the streets. We saw you and your parents on television. Your family was out at a fancy restaurant. We heard your father speak, talking about donating a lot of money to help the poor overseas. Everyone in the media started cheering for him, acting giddy right before my eyes. I thought, why overseas? Why would you ignore the poor in your own country? That's not quite... People like you just have money fall into your lives, while people like me work most of their lives just to make ends meet. Going hungry, living on the streets, picking through garbage. Can you even begin to comprehend what that's like? This is no mere fight. This is class warfare!
I understand. If you cannot forgive me, then I will fight you. However, I will not go silently. Yomi-chan, Yamate!
I'm sorry, Potato, but I guess my aggression towards Ikaruga made this boss fight much more difficult.
Yeah, the only thing that saved me during this third Yomi encounter was the leveling system, which automatically restores your health if you level up. Because Yomi put up one hell of a fight, I'm not going to lie. If she had hit me again, I would have gotten game over. That being said...
I apologize, Ikaruga, for my actions back then.
It's fine, Yomi. I feel no aggression towards you now.
The feeling is mutual, especially because I'm now dating your adoptive brother.
Yes, I've noticed. How are you and Murasame doing?
Very well, actually. He is providing for me in the Crimson Squad, so that's good.
Even though the Crimson Squad kind of lives with me right now. Yeah, we kind of live in your studio, Potato. Have you forgotten? No, because Haruka's the only reason you guys are living here.
Of course.
Wait. Only because Potato and Haruka are dating, we get to live in his studio?
Yes, Mirai, that's the long and short of it.
Then why is every other team here? Yo! Ryuna-chan wants popcorn!
I don't have any popcorn, Riona.
Yo!
And no, I will not bake you into tempura.
Oh, Potato-senpai! Ryuna-chan wants to be tempura!
I guess some things never change. The fight, it would seem, is over.
Both of my parents died suddenly, before I'd even left elementary school. I was all alone. Only recently, I learned that they springed and saved to leave an interference so that I could have a decent life.
An inheritance?
Yes, an inheritance. Why so confused? Do you need me to define it for you? I took the money they left me and donated it all to help the poor children here. As a member of Hebijo's elite, my tuition and basic living expenses are covered.
Yomi, I wish we could have talked more.
I am not sure it would have accomplished anything. Now please, go. I do not want your pity.
It's not pity. I simply...
Please, just go!
I understand. Your wounds should not be fatal, so long as you rest for a while.
She's gone. Good. I don't want her to see me in my final moments. Her pity is a far more bitter pill to swallow than death. Regardless, it is all over now. Father, Mother, I will be with you soon.
That's Homura. Has the super secret ninja art scroll made her drop her guard? She's left herself wide open. Now's my chance to go after her.
Hold on a second.
You.
So what now? You gonna try and pretend I'm not here again?
I'm not interested in senseless combat, so what I don't have to deal with, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I figured as much. Fine, I give up. Ignore me if you want. Heh, just kidding. I told you. I'll kill anyone who treats me like that.
Why does being ignored anger you so?
Oh, now you're interested. Well, it's too late. Far too late. I won't allow slime like you to get away with such disrespect.
And Mirai boss fight. And like last time, Mirai is a pain in the ass to deal with, considering she's really dangerous from far away. And up close, I guess she's sort of dangerous, but try to keep as close to Mirai as possible and keep her in the air. because if you keep Mirai in the air, she won't be able to attack you. And I'm saying this because Mirai's bullets can track you and they hit hard. So just be careful.
I'm sorry for being a brat back then, Yagyu. It's not like I want your attention or anything. Dummy.
It's fine, Mirai. I don't have any ill will towards you.
I just wish you would pay attention to me instead of always focusing on Hibari.
Well, I'm focusing on you now, aren't I?
Well, yeah, but still, it's not like I want to be recognized or anything. Dummy. Bleh.
Oh, and Yagyu has another ninja art, which basically allows her to rain ice upon thine enemies. And it's really, really good against bosses. Considering the next time I use it on Mirai, she goes down like a bitch.
Hey!
Ow! Jesus, Mirai, was that your slapping hand?
Yeah! Yeah!
Ow! What the fuck, kitten?
I slap!
That's 3 slaps in a row. Haruka, deal with this kitten, please.
Well, darling, you can deal with this on your own.
I love you, but you can be such a dick.
It's part of my charm.
This fight is over.
Shit!
Homura has yet to notice me. At this range, I should be able to take her out.
I won't let you! Yeah!
What? You'd protect her with your own life?
Because you ignored me. Ah.
That's ridiculous. Why would you be so upset about being ignored?
Because I've been teased ever since I was a little kid.
Teased?
Everyone ignored me. I was miserable. And I was angry. The people who ignored me thought it was funny. Remember some. But now I understand. I'm being noticed for being angry accomplishes nothing. I can see it on your face.
No, I could never ignore you. You gave your life to protect your leader. That's the act of a truly great shinobi. You deserve respect.
Thank you for the compliment. Having your attention as I die isn't such a bad feeling.
Mirai.
Homura, I'm here to get the super secret ninja art scroll.
Nice to see you made it here.
I didn't make it alone. If not for my friends, I'd have never gotten this far.
And that's why all my friends are dead.
What?
It's strange. I never thought I could feel like this. Now that they're gone, I feel like my heart is breaking. At some point, I stopped being a loner.
Homura.
I won't lose to you, Asuka! I will avenge those I've lost!
You're not like you were before. Your friend's death's changed something in you. Even so, I'm not gonna let you beat me. Let's get this started, Homura!
Phase 1 of the final boss. And it's basically the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth encounter with Homura we've had thus far. But since I have Asuka almost completely maxed out, Homura is no threat. At least in this phase of the boss fight. But you want to know when things get kicked into high gear? In the second phase of this fight. Thank God I'm automatically transformed, but still. Homura is not that much of a challenge, considering Asuka is one of the characters that you can essentially do an infinite with if you know what you're doing. That being said, wow, I guess seeing all my friends die back then really changed something in me, huh? Megaton tits.
Isn't it usually tits for brains, Homura? But yeah. Sorry about that back then. I guess we were so determined to win that we just couldn't see the forest through the trees.
Right. But I didn't like that they implied that you guys killed the rest of my teammates. Yeah, don't worry about it, Homura. We're good. Besides, your friends are all alive and well, and we're living in the 20-something-year-old guy's studio. 22, Katsuragi. Yeah, I know, but you're gonna be 23 this year. And you could expect a birthday kick or two. I'd rather you didn't. Hey, if you had tits, I would grope the shit out of them. But, since I can't do that, gotta use the next best thing. At least you're not Yozakura, because I've heard that her birthday punches are infamous for breaking arms.
Yeah, I can speak from experience. My arm is still in pain from... Ow.
That being said, Homura is literally almost dead after almost taking her down. And she only got one attack off on me. If not for that, I would have gotten a perfect. But then again, this is not a fighting game. It's a beat 'em up, taters. Yeah, I know. Now Homura's dead, but it's not over yet. Like I said, this was just the first phase of the fight.
I won! I really won?!
Impossible! How did I lose?
Now, Homura, return the scroll!
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I don't want to lose! If I lose, it's all over! I'm fine. I'm okay with dying. But I wanted to succeed! For my friends!
Homura.
Super secret ninja art scroll! Please, grant me power!
How? I took the scroll, but she's more powerful than ever!
Oh, you just wait, Asuka. It gets worse.
Asuka! It's not over! I'm not beaten yet! And now... I'll draw!
You'll draw what, Homura?
My seventh sword!
Oh, and Getsuga. Nice.
With the power to defeat anyone! Oh, shit!
Huh? Her whole body's gone red!
Homura's gone the way of the
Saiyajin! I'm burning! Ah!
It's no good! She can't control the power! It's going to tear her to pieces!
Asuka! It ends here! Die!
I won't die, Homura! I can't die! Not until I've learned the true path of the shinobi!
Hey, Asuka?
Yeah, Homura?
I'm glad we're friends.
Me too.
And I know that music was from Deep Crimson, but this battle is something important. Well, was something important, considering Asuka and Homura have been rivals since the first game. And this battle pretty much confirmed the moment where they became friends. Especially with what Asuka says in the next few minutes. I would feel disgraced as a Senran Kagura fan if I talked over that fight, so that's why I stayed silent.
This was the only way.
You've gotten so strong, Asuka. I'm amazed at how you've grown. Maybe you've shown more of a shinobi's character than I ever could.
That's not true.
Yomi, Hikage, Mirai, Haruka. I'm sorry. I let you all die in vain. Asuka.
What?
Thank you. You showed me the joy of being alive. I'm truly grateful to you for that.
Homura, I'm grateful to you too. You were my strongest friend.
And if you thought Crimson Homura was the final battle, you ain't seen nothing yet.
You spoke! You can talk?
This castle teems with endless hatred. That is what I am. A girl's blood, cold, cries, screams to me. I must respond. Bow to this body.
Calls to you? Don't tell me you came to answer Homura's wish!
Death for all that lives. The void for all souls.
Don't screw with me! Homura never wished for that! She died for her friends. She wanted us to fight her to our last breath. Homura wanted something to show her that she was alive. Death for all that lives. She would never wish for that.
Destroy all. That is why I exist.
However big you are, however strong you are, I'm never going to lose to the likes of you!
So basically, Orochi is a giant Yoma who is a significant plot point in this game, specifically the Hebijo storyline, and he makes an appearance in SK2 as well. I believe his boss fight is more fleshed out in Burst Renewal, but I can say it's much better from what I've seen than what they tried to pull off here. Because Orochi is a pain in the ass to deal with here. Considering all of his attacks, even if you're properly leveled up, will hit you very hard. And considering Orochi, you can't hit him very much unless you're in the air or very close to his body. And considering his attacks are massively telegraphed, you can't exactly evade them. And expect to get stripped a lot, considering all of Orochi's attacks have a chance to strip you. So, all I can advise is try to attack Orochi as much as you can because he will go down if you damage him enough. And when you damage him, and if you damage him enough, go ham with Asuka. Because her second ninja art is basically a long combo that ends with a dual slash, and it's easily her strongest combo in the game. What I'm trying to say is, Orochi is a giant piece of shit, and he's fucking irritating if I'm honest.
And then Potato shoved a nuclear bomb up Orochi's ass crack. Oh, and Homura and her team are actually alive now.
And that was the Hanzo storyline of Senran Kagura Burst. Gotta admit, didn't expect it to be this emotional, but, I enjoyed it, and this storyline reminded me of why I love Senran Kagura as a franchise so much. It's more than tits and ass, and it can get pretty fucking emotional when it wants to. Unless if you count Peach Beach Splash. That being said, I enjoyed myself here, and I know a lot of you have said that the Hebijo storyline is far more emotional and kicks you right in the feels when it comes to storytelling and shit. I don't think I'm ready yet, but I am doing a retrospective on this franchise, so I gotta do what I gotta do.
Oh, and Potato?
Yes, Katsuragi?
There's one more thing you gotta do.
What do you mean?
You should check the mission screen once you're done here.
You know what? I'll do that right now.
Wait, what the fuck is Daidouji here? Holy Haruka, you are not prepared! Keep this bitch in the air!
Actually, you know what? I'm actually doing pretty decent against Daidouji. I've heard this was the hardest fight in the game, but, I don't seem to be having any issues. Just keep air comboing the shit out of this woman. Yeah, take that, Femtaro!
Potato?
You might want to watch out.
What do you mean? And what do you mean, Katsuragi?
Well, since I'm on the field right now... Ah! 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 Can you run that by me again? Since I just felt the bruised fort of that, I should have warned you that Daidouji's Tiger Strike attack is an insta-kill. Whose bright idea was it to give Daidouji an unblockable insta-kill? Oh, and did I mention her attacks are fucking brutal? So, yeah, Daidouji is a secret boss fight that you can encounter once you beat Orochi. And she even puts him to shame. Like, who gave Daidouji the right to be this brutal? I get that she's one of the most strongest Hanzo students, but for the love of God, this is the first game, for God's sake. I was doing pretty well against Daidouji until she busted out that Tiger Strike. She might as well have said, "Omae wa mou shinde yaru! Nan desu ka?" Explodes. Because that's pretty much what happened. And did I mention Daidouji will have a tendency to use this attack once she's low on health? So,
Yeah, see you in the hunt. See you in the Hebijo storyline, everybody. Because I am not going through the trouble to unlock Daidouji. I already did it in Estival Versus, and that's a satisfying enough power fantasy as is. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Senran Kagura Burst, please leave a like and a comment to let me know, and I will see you guys in the Hebijo storyline of Senran Kagura Burst. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, I told you to run, Ikaruga. You are not prepared for this.